Boulder, Colorado residents prepare to flee massive wildfire. A Colorado wildfire that already has burned approximately 170 homes showed no signs of relenting Thursday night as 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts threatened to drive flames into the heart of Boulder. Authorities told residents on Boulder's west side to prepare to evacuate if the wildfire moves into town. They urged people to remove lawn furniture, brush, and propane tanks that could fuel the fire. The city is also mowing grass and open spaces to cut down on potential fuel and telling residents to do the same. The city encouraged residents to gas up and park their cars pointed toward the road for a speedy getaway, wet down yards and vegetation, and pack up important documents, medication, and other items in case they have to flee quickly. Wind gusts could blow away the little moisture the area has seen and spread the fire beyond the 20-mile-long perimeter that has the blaze 30% contained. The wind event tonight, we could be off to the races, said Rob Bozeman, field observer with the Boulder Mountain Fire Protection District. Neighborhoods once filled with million-dollar homes and scenic mountain cabins have become piles of smoking rubble. On one lot, all that survived was a tennis court. On others, all that's left are crumbling, ash-covered foundations. Boulder, a city of about 100,000, is home to the University of Colorado and the National Institute of Standards and Technology, a federal laboratory best known for running the atomic clock that's used to maintain the official U.S. time. Employees there were allowed to leave work if they needed to go home to prepare of a possible evacuation. Authorities said the biggest fire danger was on the northern portion of Broadway, one of Boulder's main thoroughfares. The federal lab is on Broadway further south, and the edge of the campus is on the eastern side. This is absolutely a precaution, but it's a very active fire. High winds are expected, said Emergency Management Team spokesman Dan Rowland. This isn't the first time that Boulder has faced a wildfire threat. The city has mountain parks and abundant public open space considered potential trouble spots when fires have started in the mountains. A January 2009 wildfire crept up to Boulder's northern outer edges, but the city escaped unscathed. The preparations in Boulder reflect the ferocity of the wildfire since it broke out Monday and spread over a 10-square-mile area. It has since become one of the most destructive fires in Colorado, destroying more homes than any other blaze in state history. The blaze has scorched more than 6,300 acres, or roughly 10 square miles. Fire officials said the Fourmile fire, as is known locally, could take 10 days or more to contain and has already cost $2.1 million just to fight. And despite the progress, firefighters are dealing with a very large, very chaotic, and very unpredictable situation. Some 3,500 people have been out of their homes for 4 days. Some residents have been frustrated with a lack of information about what was happening behind fire lines because they couldn't do more to help. Some have gotten around roadblocks by hiking and biking in to check on their homes. And an unknown people who got back into homes decided to stay and hunker down. Authorities are still investigating whether a vehicle crashing into a propane tank started the fire. A recording of a 911 call and other communications released by the sheriff's office chronicles reports of flames after the collision, jumping to trees in the fire area. In steep canyons, some 5 miles west of Boulder, firefighters are trying to secure fire lines, but the powerful wind gusts in the forecast could spread the fire beyond the 20-mile-long perimeter. Houses in the area range from $1 million sprawling homes with tennis courts and swimming pools to more modest ranch-style homes with wooden decks, some of which survived another fire in 1989. Homes are nestled on ridges and steep mountains, with winding roads leading to some of the homes. Yes, this is a very serious fire. The reported loss of homes surpasses that of the 2002 Hayman fire in southern Colorado that was the most destructive in the state's history. That fire destroyed 133 homes and 466 outbuildings on 138,000 acres of much more sparsely populated area that includes national forest land. Fire managers said as many as 700 firefighters and support personnel and 7 air tankers were assigned to fight the fire, considered the nation's top firefighting priority. And again, this has become a very dangerous, destructive fire. And they say that bark beetles have destroyed more than 3.5 million acres of forest land and the surrounding areas, which has contributed to this massive wildfire. And again, all these are more signs of the end times transition days. Ezekiel chapter 33. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, 2. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the weapon upon a land, that the people of the land take a man of their nation, and set him for their watchman. 3. If when he sees the weapon come upon the land, he blows a trumpet and warns the people. 4. Then whosoever hears the sound of the trumpet, and takes not warning, that the weapon come, and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet, and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that takes warning shall deliver his soul. 6. But the watchman see the weapon come, and blow not the trumpet or the warning, and the people be not warned, that the weapon come, and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. And again, there are many different signs happening all around the world, and everything is connected, and everything is numbered. And yes, climate change, whatever you have to call it, or want to call it, is real, and it's happening day by day all around the world.